Has anybody wondered why Abdul versus Devin is such a big conversation? Because Tank got that it factor. So has anybody wondered why Abdul versus Devin is the thing when people claim Devin don't got it? Let's talk.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right? I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you hear, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get the dance. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
As of right now, there isn't one person that can explain to me why Tank is the draw that he is. Not one. You'll try to say, oh, BF, because he get knockouts. Deontay Wilder gets knockouts. Terrence Crawford got all knockouts at welterweight. Terrence Crawford get knockouts, and he stopped Errol Spence. He's not as big of a draw as Tank. Y'all go at Terrence Crawford for everything, to be honest. I only go at Terrence Crawford for his moves to get fighters outside the ring to inside the ring. That's why I don't rock with him at all. I don't rock with his moves at all, and never will. His moves get fighters from outside the ring to inside the ring are absolute garbage. But people go at that man personally. Got all knockouts. Deontay Wilder got all knockouts. It's either him or them. It's either him or them. Like, and all of his fights, probably two of them. Two went the distance. And damn near 50 fights, two went the distance. It's all knockouts. It's either him or them. And most of the time, it's them. Did y'all say he can't sell? He can't this and he can't that. That's what y'all were saying about Deontay. Oh, Deontay don't sell. Joshua sells. Oh, Joshua sells. Deontay can't sell out his hometown. Deontay can't sell out a phone booth. He can't sell out a water park. He can't. Y'all were just making up everything about that. So, because Tank knocks people out, that makes him a draw? No, he's got an it factor. He just got an it factor. Whatever that it factor is, he got it. It's unexplainable. Dare I say, he got noticed by Floyd. Because there's probably several fighters who have the it factor. Probably a lot of them. But unless there is somebody that is putting them on Front Street for them to be noticed, then nobody will know that that fighter has the it factor. There's people right now, I've said this a million times, right now working at a gas station, working at a damn 7-Eleven or a Wawa or AM/PM. And they're better than LeBron, but you'll never know it because they're only rock out at a damn YMCA. You'll never know it. There's people out here that hit harder than motherfucking Deontay or hit harder than Tank or hit harder than Bud. They hit harder than all these guys. But you'll never know it because they've never had an opportunity. No one had put them on Front Street for them to show their greatness. You'll never know it. Better boxers than Devin. You'll never know it because because they've never been put on Front Street to share what they do. So you'll never know it. Tank was put on Front Street to share what he does by Floyd. That's why his it factor is being seen. That's why people gravitate to his it factor. Whatever that it is, whatever it is, Tank got it. Now, you guys do realize what makes the it factor so much better is when the it factor is challenged. It's ingrained in human behavior. It's ingrained. That's what people, they want to see LeBron get beat because he's the GOAT. They wanted to see Michael Jordan lose because he was the GOAT at that time. That's what they wanted. They wanted that. They want to see Deontay Wilder lose. Now they want to see Fury lose. Yeah, it just is what you wanted to see Spence lose. Because they had that. You want to see Devin lose. Because he got that. Now his level of it factor isn't as much as I'm not going to say as much. I'm going to say it's not as widely known or as widely captured as Tank's it factor. But there is a reason why Devin is the guy to challenge Tank. There's a reason. There's a reason why it's no longer Lomachenko, because at the time Loma had the it factor. Loma was the challenge to Tank. Tank's it factor was not as big as Lomachenko's. Now it's skyrockets above Loma's, but it wasn't from the jump. From the jump, Loma had the it factor. Loma did. Loma was the one making people quit, and they never capitalized on that. It's a whole other conversation. But they never capitalized. Loma was the guy. Loma was it. He had the it factor. It was a Lomachenko fight that you had to see, and then slowly but surely, Tank took it over, and now he dominates it. He don't really need to fight anybody. They're just keeping it a buck. He don't need to fight nobody. He's good. He can fight bums for the rest of his career, and he'll be just fine. And all these people will eggplant ride and gobble it up, turkey necking it down, you know, face all messy and sloppy and everything. Then they'll drink it down and slop it down, no problem. Because he's where he's at right now, and people are going to justify him staying there. But there is a reason why Devin is the adversary to Abdul. It's no longer Cashapp. Well, never really was Cashapp, but ain't nobody clamoring for that fight. Nobody. No one's sitting around like, man, that's the biggest fight right there. No one's clamoring. Just Cashapp and his cronies. Cashapp and Cashapp cronies are the ones talking about, oh man, it's the biggest fight. Man, ain't nobody clamoring for that fight, man. Ain't nobody care about that fight, bro. Nobody cares. There is no press for it. There was no pressure for it. Nobody cares. There ain't no pressure. There ain't no press for Tank. I mean, for Tank and Loma, and no one cares. There ain't no press for Tank and Gary Russell. Nobody cares. There ain't no press for Tank and T.O. Nobody cares. There is press for one fight and one fight only, and that is Tank and Devin. That's it. And that's it. That's it. Because Devin has the it factor as well. Devin is that opponent that people are looking at. It was never Ryan. It was never that. Ryan was always the same thing. Y'all run around here acting like Ryan was this and Ryan was that. Ryan was not as good as Pedraza. The reason why Tank was so careful is because Ryan Garcia, the same way as Rolly, both of those dudes are retards. They just run out there just swinging as hard as they can, swinging for the fences, and Tank was being cautious and careful as he should have been. That is the only reason why he was cautious and careful, or else he would have just did what he wanted to do from the jump. No, but both of those dudes are straight garbage. Ryan Garcia is garbage. Rolly is garbage. All they got is that punch. They're going out there looking just to throw, I'm not going to throw everything to the wind. I'm not trying to box nothing. I'm throwing it all to the wind. I'm just throwing it. Well, it don't matter. I'm throwing everything. Yeah, what y'all claim Deontay was. Oh, Deontay's a bum, blah, 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 blah. Deontay Wilder set punches up. Ryan Garcia set nothing up. Deontay Wilder got your timing and threw straights and knocked you out like Rolly Romero didn't throw, he just throw everything. I'm surprised he didn't run and tackle somebody. Tackling fuel. I'm surprised Rolly didn't do that because he's trash. Rolly is a bum. Absolute garbage. But y'all run around here gassing him up. Oh, BF, he can fight. No, he can't. He's garbage. Ryan Garcia is trash. I've always told y'all trash. No, BF, he was one of the 4 kings. He's never one of the 4 kings. Never. But they said, I never said he was a 4 king. As a matter of fact, when they said he was a 4 king, I said based off of what? Now you guys want to come in here using their talking points to try to talk to me. Those ain't my words. He was never one of the 4 kings. Never. At all. Ever. He never did anything to be considered that at all. The only reason why anybody claimed that Ryan was one of the 4 kings is because he's Mexican and you needed a Mexican guy. Or he's of Latino descent and you needed someone of Latino descent. Because the other 3-4 kings was black. So you needed somebody of other descent to say 4 kings. That's the only, you can keep it a buck. You guys just be lying to yourself. Oh no, that's not the reason why. It's because Ryan Garcia can fight. Based on what? Based on what? Based on who? Ryan Garcia can fight because of what fight? Ryan Garcia's, I don't remember Roberto Duran ducking Sugar Ray Leonard. Or Hearns or Hagler. Don't remember it. Don't remember it at all. But yet Ryan Garcia ducked the hell out of Tank Davis. Facts. Said he's fighting Pacquiao. Ducked the hell out of Devin Haney. Facts. Said Devin ain't big enough. I don't remember Roberto Duran telling Sugar Ray Leonard, you ain't big enough to fight for me to fight you. Don't remember it at all. Don't remember it. But yet, that's what Ryan did. But then you guys turn around, called him a 4 kings, try to gas up Tank, and even Tank be coming back like, bro, he not good. What are you guys talking about? This is cap. Ryan is not good. You guys are gassing him up. You're trying to gas up Ryan for Tank, and Tank is coming out here like, bro, what is y'all talking about? Ryan ain't good. Ryan's trash. Rolly ain't good. Rolly is trash. You dudes is cap. And it be you dudes out here glazing Tank over and over and over again. And he be commenting to y'all, telling y'all are capping. Stop capping. Rolly ain't good, and neither is Ryan. Ryan ain't one of the best. You cap. Tank is saying this. And then y'all be like, oh, damn, Tank, man. Yeah, that should tell you all you need to know. No, the reason why it's Devin, because Devin has it. Let me say that one more time. The reason why it's Devin, because Devin has it. That's why it's Devin. Tank's it factor that makes him such a drawl and he has such drawling power and all that good stuff that he got, that he earned because he's that. All that is just more on Front Street because of Floyd. But everybody is looking for someone to compete with the it factor. That's why Evander Holyfield was the guy for Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield. Holyfield did not have the it factor. Holyfield got a better resume than Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson had all the knockouts. Kid Dynamite. Mike Tyson had the it factor. He had the it factor, bro. Mike Tyson had the it. He had what Tank has now, Mike Tyson had. The it factor. Yin to Tyson's yang was Evander Holyfield, not Lennox Lewis, not none of those guys. It was Evander Holyfield. That was the fight from Mike Tyson. That was the one. And Holyfield was never as big as Mike Tyson. Even when he beat him, he wasn't as big as Mike Tyson. He's not as big as Mike Tyson today because Mike has that it factor. Devin may never be as big as Tank. It may never happen. I disagree, but it may never. There's a possibility that it may never happen. But Devin is Holyfield to Tank's Mike Tyson. And that's why Devin is the guy for Tank. That's why. Because we can sit around here and try to speculate why this, and man, why is it Devin? All the negative and derogatory things that you guys say. Oh man, Devin can't punch. Devin ain't got no chin. Devin got to fight this guy, got to fight that guy, and got to fight this guy to deserve Tank Davis. Devin got to go here and got to go there to deserve Tank Davis. Devin got to give this and give that to deserve Tank Davis. Devin got to bow down, got to get on his knees, got to do this, got to crawl to the Sahara Desert with one bottle of water to do. It's the same thing that happened. Same thing that happened with Holyfield and Mike. Same thing. Exact same thing. Man, Holyfield don't. What did Holyfield do? Then when Holyfield beat Buster Douglas, it don't matter. Buster Douglas wasn't nothing. The same thing with Devin. The same thing. Oh man, he beat Lomachenko, but Lomachenko really won, man. Lomachenko really won. Same thing I said about Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, man. But Buster Douglas really lost, man. He got a long count. He really lost. He really lost, man. He really lost. That's really happening. He really lost. Said the same thing, bro. He said the same thing. It's the same scenario. Mike got the it factor, but Devin's got it as well. So if Tank would have beat Loma, if it would have went the distance, the same way that Devin went the distance, but Tank won, man, nobody would care. They say Tank won. Nobody would care. Tank won. Tank fought his best competition of his resume. On his resume, he fought the best competition, and he won. But Devin beating Lomachenko, now there's excuses and there's all kind of issues and crying and tears and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Mike never rematched Buster Douglas. That y'all want Devin to rematch Loma. Listen, bro, Devin's got the it factor too. He's got the it factor. Floyd knows Devin got it. That's why Floyd said, look, if he'd have signed to me, that would have been him getting the Ryan Garcia fight. If he'd have been signed to me, he would have been right. He would have got that fight. So Floyd basically told you he's the one that made sure the fight didn't happen with him and Devin, with Ryan and Devin. He's the one that made sure the fight didn't happen with Tank and Devin. Floyd basically told y'all that. But I know y'all don't care about that. Devin has the it factor. He has it. He just didn't have Floyd Mayweather bolstering his name out there to the world. Now Devin's got Bill. You can't even have a conversation without Devin. Don't matter what you're talking about in boxing. Somehow the road will lead back to Devin at this point because Devin has the it factor. What Tank, y'all give him the it. You don't know what it is, but you give it to him because Tank got the it, man. He got the drawing power. He bring the bitches out. And Tank bring out other celebrities and blah, blah, blah. He got that it factor. He brings them out. And then you'll talk about the it in the inverse when it comes to Devin. But you don't talk about the it in the inverse when it comes to Cashapp. I don't see nobody telling me Madonna wasn't at Cashapp's fights. I don't remember anybody telling me about how Lomachenko don't bring out the glitter girls, or he doesn't bring out NSYNC. NSYNC wasn't there. Lomachenko didn't bring out NSYNC. I didn't see Pavarotti sitting ringside. Yeah, nobody says that when it comes to Lomachenko. Nobody. Listen, bro. When Shakira wasn't at Tiafimo fights, I didn't see Juan whatever that coffee dude, the dude that makes the coffee. I didn't see him sitting ringside at Tiafimo fights because you know y'all be doing that type of shit. I don't remember none of that shit. I don't remember none of these guys sitting. Y'all don't do that for nobody except Devin, because Devin is the yin, Tank's yang calls. But still, he's the inverse. Whatever it factor that Tank got that blows up to the world, that Floyd bolstered to everybody, that you guys are running around saying this, saying blah, 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 whatever that is, Devin has that as well. Devin is the antimatter to Tank's matter. Any people that know about antimatter would know exactly what I'm talking about. He's the antimatter. He has the exact same thing. But when matter and antimatter touch, they explode. They can't be in the same room at the same time. They will explode. That is what Devin is to Tank, and that's the reason why Devin's name is so tied to it, so drawn. Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, Tank and Devin. There is a rivalry in every era. That's how you can tie Errol and Bud, because it's a rivalry. That's the rivalry made. The rivalry is Tank and Devin. That is the rivalry. Floyd and Pacquiao was the rivalry. Bernard Hopkins and B-Hop was the rivalry. Or B-Hop and Jermaine, or whichever one you are, Pavlik, or whichever one. Bottom line, you know what I'm talking about. That was the rivalry. Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins, that was the rivalry. That was it. That was the rivalry. This is the rivalry. There's in every era, in every couple of years, there's a rivalry that comes around. And that's the one that gets built up, and people are, what about this? What about that? It's always a conversation. That's the yin to the yang. That's the matter to the antimatter. That's one of them is the it. The other one has the it in reverse. One of them you praise for having the it. One of them you degrade and down. Same reason. He's got the it, but his it ain't like that one. It's not like this, blah, 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 blah. Holyfield's it factor was never like Mike Tyson's it factor. Never. Never. To this day, it's still not. To this day. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Doesn't matter who they fight. Doesn't matter what the outcome of those fights. That is still the rivalry. Still. It's still the rivalry. It just is what it is, bro. You can't explain it. It just is what it is. BFTB. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'm out.